Rising, beautiful soul. How are you? Grand Rising. Welcome. I am crafting and preparing shipments and stuff like that. So I am in organized chaos. And I wasn't intending on recording, and we was like, record. I'm like, okay. Give me house clothes. Welcome. Come as you are. You know, this is an evolutionary, revolutionary exchange. I know it's just going through one of my, think how old. These are, I want to say I've had these for a good at least 10, maybe more years. I don't even know what year this was made, but whatever, I don't even know the name. But I was looking, and I'm just gonna go in, you know? So you're working on your firm foundation, which is awesome, right? And I just feel inclined to take a little dive, right? Because I shuffled before turning this on, the Strawberry Tarot, and the two cards that flew out was two this time. It was the Eight of Cups and the Page of Swords, which actually came out yesterday. So like a message, a conversation, something, right, from the past. Because like she's looking back. So it's like, you know, the fool's journey. Like you have to leave the nest, right? You have to leave the confines of your conditioning to explore and discover, right? So it's like leaving behind the past, a group of people, a group, like just 8 different sectors of your own life, of your own conditioning, whether it be family, friends, ways of being, right? Because if we think about these things, right, and we're breaking down, right, because we are building our firm foundations here. You want it on solid ground. You don't want that shaky environment, right? Like, what the fudge is that all about, right? That's your conditioning, right? And in the book, 55 concepts, change, 10, right? It's going through a whole cycle of evolution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This completion of a cycle, right? To get to the 10, which you add on a new portal, my friend, right? And you walk through 1, the individual, to the next cycle where you begin again, fresh. 10, new beginning, but still individualized, right? You're building these firm foundations. And in the concept, 55 concepts, they use one idea. Well, they articulate on something that I find to be very, like, you know, whatever, like, meditate on it, right? Is that by the time we're 6 years old, we are already, like, conditioned. So those, like, 8 cups, right? The 8 cups, right? So these 8 cups. So, right, you see these 8 cups. By the time we're 6 years old, because we absorb our environment, because we are in a state of vulnerability in our learning experience, no, right? Because you don't know shit from shit. So you're vulnerable. And so you're trusting in your environment to school you, so to speak. And so by the time you're 6 years old, you've already determined truths for yourself based off of your human conditioning experience. So in your consciousness, wherever you are now in your evolution, because we each are on our own paths and journeys. I can't speak for you. You want to sit one-on-one with me, we'd be as real as can be. You know, that's the beauty of working with me, right? Real shit. But it's a lot of shadow work. It's a lot of, no, we're going to talk about this. You know why? Because you have to. But by the time you're 6 years old, you already have formed your beliefs. And so now, as a conscious being, you're discovering, oh shit, I'm not believing the things that I thought I believe in, I see in the why, and I know in the and you just are like, whoa. Well, so you can't heal in the same environment that made you sick. Although you can. But it will require you to walk different, talk different, march to the beat of your own drum different than every fucking body else. And if that ain't you, then I'm not talking to you. But if that is you, then the position that you're in this moment in time is a revelation of all the things you are leaving behind because they're coming in, because they're watching you at this time. So it's like something coming in. Mercury's here. Air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Mercurial. I got something to say about you leaving this behind as you leave it behind. Or I got nothing to say. But you're looking back because the pieces are coming in that way, because this is your firm foundation, right? And so there is, because of your firm foundations, it's creating a lot of mental conflict for other energies around you, because your prosperity begins and they see, right? And they're suffering in silence. And listen, stand your mother fudging ground. People, places, things, addictions, ways of being, you're seeing. So if you're seeing, it's because this is knowledge being gifted to you. Do not take knowledge for granted. Many people do. They think just because you know something that makes you better. It takes applied science to get you situated into that applied practice of mentality. You can know a lot of things, but if you take no time to apply the practice of the knowledge that you are applying into your mentality, no physicality, action of yours that doesn't be taken by you will ever make manifest any kind of physicality here on the 3D. Man, I back rewind how many times you need to, okay? But you must choose wisely. Always. How do you choose wisely? You shut the fudge up. And you await to that awakened, spirited, divine guide that moves you like this when you know what to do in divine right time. But patience is required of you, right? This is, I guess, a 50-50 environment, because I don't have to tell this to many of you that come and watch my channel. But maybe some are new and need to hear the discipline that is required of you to be that master alchemist in your life. People are going to take a bite. The past is going to come back and be like, whoa, where you think you going without me, broski? Like, wait a minute. I thought this was an individuality life. You know what I mean? You do you, I do me. We can celebrate together, you see? So what do you mean, what am I doing without you, you see? Level up, you know what I mean? Evolution. We each are gifted the opportunities the same, regardless of how distorted you want to look through the looking glass. That is a kaleidoscope of colors, okay, that are multi-dimensions, into the layers of your evolution. How you see is how you are, darling. Oh, I like my eyes. And because there's new beginnings. Ooh, and this be the truth. Okay, you are in your power. 8 again showing up here. And it's just powerful. Look, Leo season. I keep talking about Leo season. So if you tune into any and all of my videos, that's awesome, because the firm foundations you are building here, because you're standing your ground, you are disciplined. Solar plexus, energy chakra, right? Recognition and reward, triumphant success. Come on, with the movement and the choices and the decisions that you make. Rejoice in motherfucking celebration, okay? This heartache and lost shit look upside down no longer, okay? Being allowed, because you are fertile, you are the light, okay? And through this, rest and rejuvenate, okay? Because this transformation is here, this triumph here in your foundations and achievements, okay? Sacral chakra freaking work. This is your destiny. Patience. Okay, with the harmony. I've had these cards for a long time. They speak to my soul. I haven't used these in a while. They were calling me. They're like, yo, what about us? What about? I love you. Truth, look, truth. You know what I'm saying? So relationships blooming, booming, right? But that's because it's within you. Right? And so here we go. So what am I most afraid of losing? Right? So what popped into your mind when I said that? Write that shit down. Confront the fear. Okay? Some of us can say, ooh, I don't want to lose my stability. I don't want to lose my family. I don't want to lose my loved ones. I don't want to. Okay? Confront it. It's an uncomfortable topic. I had to confront a lot of shit because I was forced to. That wasn't fun. Now when life is on the run and I'm here all on my own, I gotta calm the swords in this mental mind, and that means it requires me to be honest with myself at all motherfucking times, and that's just the truth sublime. So in going back into what I was saying about just by the time we're 6 years old, right, we already have within us strong beliefs. We've absorbed these belief systems and these understandings based off of our observations too, and just by the things that we see, right? So it's just behavioral conditioning, right? It doesn't necessarily make you, right? A thief becomes a thief because of poverty or lack thereof of mind, right? But switch the situation around, and right, if that wasn't town, and now character comes into play, right? Like, oh, you're still gonna be that way, then that's a characterization, right, of a thing, right? So, or just learning environment, right? It doesn't make an excuse. Everybody has to be accountable and responsible for the things that they do when they do what they do, right? But that's a presence of consciousness that has to come into play, right? But you got to confront that in every kind of way. We deny it in any kind of way. It's all self-denial, right? And it's a play, right? So it's addressing the things, right? And just seeing it for what it is without judgment, right? Seeing it for what it is. Is this me? Is this you? Is this us? Would this be if this wasn't this or that or that or this? So it's reducing everything down into the nothing that it is, to be able to produce the something that you are, which is truth. And the only way that you can get to the bottom and in between that transition of truth is to confront all sides of every single equation and coin and find your middle, your center, your truth, your justice. Whew. Here we go. Do I believe I am worthy? You are worthy. You are deserving. You are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you have jumped up. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. Maya Angelou. Today's soul action. For a big goal or dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? Today's mantra, I am worthy of it all. Say that with conviction. I am worthy of it all. Let it penetrate into your mind. Let it penetrate into your heart. Let it feel that shit. Get goosebumps when you see that I am worthy. Fuck your opinion. Fuck my conditioning. Fuck this experience. I am still worthy. Know this. Flow this. Grow this. Solidify this. Right? How can I infuse more self-love and compassion into my daily life? If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. Buddha. Okay, today's soul action. Choose one self-care action to do today. 1. Set stronger boundaries. 2. Meditate and listen to your heart. 3. Speak to yourself with compassion. 4. Focus on your strengths. 5. Say no to something that isn't a soul yes. 6. Say yes to something you are afraid of. 7. Let go of what you cannot control. 8. Stay far the fuck away from drama and negativity. 9. Ask for help and fucking allow it. 10. Write down 3 things you are grateful for. Go to 10. Add shit every day. I did that. I did that for a few years until it was ingrained in me. But you don't know how to be grateful, write that shit down. Write it down every day until you know how to feel it. Till you know how to use it. Till you really mean it when you say it. Read that shit back. Say it out loud. Go stand in front of the mirror and repeat that shit. Look yourself in the mirror and say, do I really believe what the fudge I'm saying right now? Do I mean this? You'd be surprised. The kaleidoscope of you, meet, greet, get to know better. Right? Am I willing? That's the biggest freaking question. Am I willing? And most people they think they're not, and they are, because that's the cry. You misbehave because it's a cry from your soul. Hey, am I alive? You just lack thereof the discipline required to do these things. This is why I created that Sunday ESP, evolving our spiritual practices with practical magic rituals. Call it whatever you want, but it's called discipline. Nobody's perfect, but the amount of perfection I put into something is my willpower. The amount that I'm empowered by my willpower is magnifique. Can't take that from me because I put the work in. That is worth every ounce of self-worth, feeling, and respect that I have for myself that is grounded. Bitches can try, but they cannot take what they don't work for. Okay. Am I willing? You are on the edge of something great. Tony the Tiger generation commercial. Great. I used to practice. Great. Do you Tony the Tiger? Great. Are you willing? Are you great? I am great. Yes, I am. Right. You are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Great. Yes, there is a risk. There's uncertainty. Yeah, okay, there is. But I'm great. And imperfections exist. They do and curly and sweet and fun too, but they do any mistakes too. Right? So yes, there is risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream. But you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Yeah. Today's soul action. Be brave. Follow your heart's compass and lift the lid on your own dream. Today's mantra is possible. Hey, am I afraid to be seen? That was something I confronted. I didn't recall the many moves or what, but it was just like, okay, is that true? Like, am I shy? Do I hide because I deny? Am I afraid to be seen? Am I afraid? But it's not. It's afraid to not be seen when you're being vulnerable and wanting to be seen. You're afraid of rejection. You're afraid of not being accepted. You're afraid of being seen and not understood. But, one thing that I'm learning is that it's not anybody's position to understand you. It's your position to understand yourself. Understand. That's why I'm always hashtagging those kind of things. Understand, overstand. That'll be your command. And that's a powerful stance. Like, it's so fucking powerful. Right? When I understand, that means I understand. And because I understand, I can overstand. But remember, it's always a choice. Because you could understand, and never overstand. Because you're stuck somewhere in some other stupid land. You know what I mean? I call it stupid because it'll keep you in that lower vibration that you say that you don't want to be in. But it is what it is. So, am I afraid to be seen? The world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You are made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding. There is no more shame. There is only truth. Live naked and free. Don't be so naked, but yeah, you get it. You know what I mean? Be naked and free. There's no filter on these because I'm recording on something and I don't know how to do all that kind of stuff. Like, my house clothes. I'm working from home, and this is not a show, but it is. You know what I'm saying? I come raw. I used to be so self-conscious growing up because everyone, when I was a kid, I always had dark circles under my eyes. And it's like, you don't sleep? You don't sleep? Oh, you should wear foundation. You should wear cover-up. You should wear this. You should, always like, and you grow. I used to not have mirrors because I didn't want to see myself. But now I see myself. But it's not the physical. You get what I mean? And there's a whole different new love I have with me. I remember this was a while ago. These people that were in my life then are no longer in my life now. But I wanted to love me. So I stopped wearing makeup. And if you knew me up until that point, I was like accessory queen and always with my eyeliner. I've been wearing cat eyes and all this since junior high school. I was that witch, okay? I put on liquid eyeliner in 3 seconds. Zoom, zoom, and the shit is perfect. And I didn't want it to be superficial. Jennifer, love you. just as you are. And you'd be surprised. It was not easy. When people saw me without makeup, are you not feeling well? No, I feel fine. You should wear some. Back to the same childhood taunts of just, people, oh my God, cover up. Oh my God, this. And I bit the bullet. I didn't get mad because I was processing and I was observing and I was sitting in my own uncomfortable, loving myself extra at those times because I needed it. It was not easy. I wear makeup now, but I don't have to. Do you understand? I do it because I want to, when I want to. And when I don't, I don't. And if whomever sees me, however they see me, whenever they see me, and thinks whatever they see, whenever they see, that's not a judgment of me. And I am in my truth. That's a powerful place to be. Right? So I don't wish everyone to be like me. I want you to be like you. That's the difference between me and somebody else who you go to see who's manipulating because they want to be that guru energy. Ooh, worship me for helping you because of me, my light too. Fuck out of here. You are the light to my light. Okay? We are the light together. You are beautiful in your unique way. We're better when you honor yourself that way. I've snuffed out ego long yesterday. Well, all right, so here's some intimate details about pride and ego. Okay. When I was a little girl, my dad was heavy into martial arts. Huge fanatic. I can honestly say that as a child, because I was a huge fanatic of the martial arts too, and movement and body and all this, I was a big Bruce Lee fanatic and, Jean-Claude Van Damme, like all these kind of things. I watched every kind of movie. And I was a ninja, fairy, unicorn, a whole bunch of other things. Witch, every Halloween. Every Halloween, I was a witch. Except for kindergarten, I was Snow White. And one time I was Belle. But every year in between, except the one year they made me be a pumpkin, I was a witch. Mermaid. Okay, but anyways, besides that. So, what was I saying? Right, okay. So, part of my upbringing was humiliation, amongst other things. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the physical abuse or anything like that, or just things that I was made to see, witness, and have to endure, right? My dad's joy when I was young, or felt that way, was humility. Oh, you want to talk back? You want to do this? Okay, so let's humiliate her. That's how I took it as a child. So it doesn't matter what his discipline structure was because he was thinking the mentality of martial arts. For me, it was humility, right? And it was a lesson I had to learn. So he used to make me kneel. Anywhere, everywhere, even in parties, where people would have to walk by and I had to kneel straight on stuff, sometimes on bricks, sometimes on this, sometimes I had to carry stuff while kneeling. And I found his punishments excessive because it would be long time punishments. Like, okay, you know, you want to punish a child and time out in the corner for 3 minutes or whatever, but no, I would be in a corner kneeling for like an hour that other people would beg him to let me out of there. And I remember, because I'm prideful too, you're not going to cry. And I knew. This is where my posture is the way that it is. Very, my core is unfuckable. I've been doing a lot of different things, but you know, some of them were in punishments like that, right? And so people walk by, it's not, you know, kids were mean, you know, sometimes, you know, it's just, or just, I'm an empath, so I felt everyone's judgment or perception and stuff, so I had to eat that without any, because I wasn't allowed to look, I wasn't allowed to do, I was supposed to be, look that way. Don't be a smart ass. Don't, like, you know, it wasn't supposed to be funny. It wasn't funny. And I guess that helped me with my poker faces, right? So, getting through the rage and turning that into sage, it's been an interesting journey, right? So, we learn a lot when we shut the fuck up. If you keep missing spirit guides, because you're talking too much. And then sometimes you got that mental imprisonment that you got to get through too. Because there's a lot of energies and spirit realms too that can be sent to you to distort your view. I've been fighting demons like that all since I was a little girl. That's part of what my mom helped me with before she died. Spiritual warfare is very real, but it's very multi-dimensional. And so there's many layers to get through. And it requires you to want it for yourself, you know? So that was that kind of share. So note and be kind to you from the things that you were walking away from, right? That no longer serve you, right? And the harmonious relationships that you are creating now that are in full alignment with you, and you have to be discerning about that too. So there's going to be energies that want to come back in, like, whoa, where are you going? No, you are not my friend, right? So, yeah, surrendering, the Hangman, right? Working diligently on your goals, your visions, your prosperity, your abundant, right? In your King of Cups throne, right? Look at receiving every single blessing that is yours. Beautiful. All right, so yeah, because you're walking away from things that no longer serve you, right? Yeah, and that's gonna break some people's hearts. Oh. All right, so yeah, intuition and solitude. Go in for your wins, because you are the light shining bright and you are abundant, all right? In your fertility, there is harmony here in your own universe, right? Because your root chakra is and you are material and spiritual prosperity, okay, through every single obstacle and challenge that has been sent your way to try to get you off and knock you off and trap you in fear, okay? Like, no. Trust your intuition, okay? At this time, for it's revealing to you things, and it's the waiting game time. Okay, I'm going to end that there, the waiting game. What are you waiting for to be made manifest at this time for you in your life? Get clearer. All right, thank you. Till next time. Love and alchemy to each and every one of you. I hope this was helpful. Okay, also, wait, before I go. I hope this was helpful to you. Make sure to follow me on all my other social medias at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS on Instagram. That will lead you to every single other kind of like platform and domain that is of I that you can, because there's a link there on my bio that will link you to my book, my website, my other Instagram, my blog, my YouTube, and ways for us to connect fast. I have an announcement of new, awesome, unique, awesome things that I am creating right now that are very powerful and empowering and unique. They're not out there. And I'm excited to share it, even though some of them are already going out. But I've taken lots of pictures, and yeah, you know, and anyways, they're for their persons. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. I have another giveaway announcement that's been going on for a while that I know I'm taking a backseat on the giveaways. I've just been really busy, guys. Yeah, that's exactly why. Like, I've just been really busy, and I know that me and Spiritual Lisa Tarot been trying to organize and orchestrate our going live together to announce the winner of her candle giveaway. And then I have another giveaway announcement to announce soon that I have yet to announce. It's absolutely delicious, and she was traveling, and everyone's just been, it's the summertime too, so, you know, just know that the giveaways are still a thing. It's just, you know, getting the coordination of everyone's busy alchemy scheduling to get it done. So those, it's not that they're gone away. There's so many other giveaways lined up too that people are waiting. They're like, oh, when's my giveaway gonna be? And it's just I have to get through the order of the giveaways, you know what I mean? So that's that too. So it's just been a busy alchemy kind of thing. Yeah, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. You know, hit that notification bell too, so that you know when I do upload. Since I don't upload on a like scheduling system, I upload on a okay. What was I saying? I don't have a schedule of uploading. I just go straight upload, and when I can, I do. You know what I mean? And so there could be days in between. There cannot be days in between. I like it that way. I prefer it that way. So I'm not complaining at all about that. I want it to be like that. So yeah, I'm consistent with my uploads. I've been uploading. Also to repeat, I repeated this on yesterday's video as well. Spirit has me to say that I have been documenting for a very long day, and if you're interested in evolution in that kind of way of a revolution and you want to be guided through too, then you are advised to go back to all my beginning of my YouTube videos starting from I think 2015 or 2016. It could be 2016. But go back to the very beginning, because you can see the evolution, the revolution of just even my own transition from even just 9 to 5 and just, you know, my own struggle live being documented, and the evolution of the behavioral unconditioning of my own conditioning, and just the tips that were all included in every single video that I was at that time spiritually decided to record, and that wasn't easy for me either because I didn't want to record those. That's why some of the videos are yellow. I was, insecure. I would fight through it. It would take me hours to hit that record button. You would see that kind of journey there. Like, the struggle is really real because I didn't want to do these videos, guys. I didn't want to do it. I was like, a writer. I'm finally a writer. So it's been an interesting journey, and now I'm just like, record. My hair, not worth it. So yay! So check back. I'm gonna probably, I'm busy still. Like, you can scroll back all the videos, but I will try to make a playlist. If anything, I'll try to include some links and stuff like that eventually. But yeah, that's where I feel inclined to say. So you have like 5 years of stuff. So you'll see the transition and the growth, and also there's many interesting other unique videos like my own soap opera tarot that I think was like 2 years ago. Soap opera tarot was interesting. So if you got a lot of fuck shit energies going on in your own personal life, you might find something in soap opera tarot land over there, because there was a lot of stuff that I used to be like, I don't even want to tap into this energy. So I stopped. I had to take a break from soap opera tarot because soap opera tarot was too dramatic for me. So if you got a lot of like energies where, it's especially like in love, I was using the sexual tarot, and that's not me because, celibate be me in my life. So that wasn't happening for me or to me. So I don't know where soap opera tarot land came from, but it came from somewhere. So maybe that is something that is for you or for whomever tuned in to that. Different. So look for those soap opera tarot. That's what they were called. I think soap opera tarot, and they used a lot of the sexual tarot. And it was like 2 or 3 years ago. I think 2018, 2019. I have no concept of time, but that was that experience. I was like, boy, we were tapping into energies, into neighboring energies. So that's for somebody. That might not be for everybody, but like if you are awakening now and you are finding a struggle with intuition and just guidance and these kinds of departments and how to silence the beast, which could be the mental prison that you have in your own mind, or just the trappings of your own conditioning that got you behaving outside of the way that you really want to be, then go back to 2016 in my videos. Because I have a lot of helpful, useful material. You just got to stay through the Bibles. My name is Bibles, and the part of the Bibles is the lesson and the teachings that are going to help you to gain the benefit. Like, you want to go through, you got to go through, you got to sit through. It's like those lectures in class. That be me. Enchantress the Babbler. Where you thought that came from? The land of Babel. Shit got twisted. So we got to get uplifted so we can shift it. And that be my gifted. That be it. All right, love and alchemy to each and every one of you. I gotta get busy. Seriously.